is. You can't just say like all men are not gonna go for sex workers.
I never
That's
said
just
all.
like that's crazy.
I never said all.
Okay.
I said
Then you're right then.
dominant. The problem is that you're not listening. That's a trend I've noticed on this podcast is you don't even listen to yourself because you don't even recall when we say that you said something and you don't remember saying it.
Yeah.
Like you've been responding with a lot of emotional responses.
And eyes.
Eyes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's very annoying.
And hand signs.
Yeah. So what I said was if a guy has his shit together and he's like a traditionally masculine man, he's not gonna pick a sex worker. Sorry, like that's just what it is, and that is what most women seek is a traditionally masculine man that pays the bills, takes care of her,
trash.
adheres to traditional roles, all that stuff. Like he's simply not going to. If you want a traditional man, right, and you're a sex worker as a female, well, guess what? You're not a traditional woman, so it doesn't make sense. Like, how can you be a non-traditional woman wanting a traditional man in return? It just doesn't work that way.
Do you think that most sex workers want a traditional man?
Yes.
100%.
Most women want a traditional man.
They still want love.
They absolutely do.
Yeah, and they want him to be manly and all.
Yeah, that's
So, yeah.
like it's hardwired in your guys' like in your attraction triggers for a guy to just have certain traits and behave a certain way. So regardless of what that woman does, whether she's a super conservative religious girl or like a super liberal feminist girl, she's still gonna want that same archetype of man. And actually, there was a video that came out like a couple months ago. We showed it. This super woke chick from LA, short hair, blonde, hipster chick, super fucking liberal, used to paying bills half and half
White
on
girl.
dates and all this other shit. She went out with a guy that was like a Trump supporter, a conservative, and he said, I'm gonna pay the bill, etc. And she was shocked. And she was like, oh my God, this guy's like so low-key hot.
They exist.
Because women are designed to be attracted to men that have certain traits. So whenever a girl says, oh, I want this kind of guy or whatever, and then I look at her and she's of a certain type of caliber, I'm like, sorry, you don't fucking qualify for that guy. And I think we need to tell women the honest truth that, quite frankly, a lot of you guys don't qualify for the man that you think you deserve.
True.
Like, sorry,
But
it is what it is.
There's a lot of work to do.
But in their mind,
No, sometimes you can't even do the work anymore.
Yeah.
It's over. Like, we gotta tell some of y'all, finito, it's over. Like, you don't got a chance. Some of y'all, Vince McMahon status, bro. No chance.
But in
You're
their,
gonna have to go ahead and get with a dude that's more average.
but in their mind, it's infinite chances.
No, man, like, yeah, chances to fuck. Like, they're never gonna take you seriously. Like, you're sitting here saying, like, well, I'm not true, no. But if you were that bad, somebody would have picked you up already.
So wait, what
People
makes
tried to pick me up and I said no.
what makes a woman
Exactly, they're losers. They're like, again, it's not a flex to decline guys that you don't find attractive.
I'm not saying you're saying it's flex.
You've been flexing it all night.
I'm just speaking the truth.
Bro. You're doomed, man. Anyway, they're 31 years old, man. You used to be on OnlyFans. You're doomed, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a million with you.
When
you're,
I was
you're
22, I was on OnlyFans and then okay.
You're doomed. It don't matter. Like you're fucking doomed. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade.
To my wedding.
Hey, man, you got one of two options. You're either gonna A, have to get with a more average guy that isn't your top choice, or B, stay single.
I'll invite you to my wedding. It's gonna be my dream wedding. I'll put you in the front row.
Well, in order for a wedding to occur, you're gonna have to get a guy to commit to you and get down on one knee and say, "I'll marry you."
I'll let you know. You'll be invited.
Bro, if it's not gonna be your first choice, I could tell you that. What are you gonna say?
what makes a woman not qualify? Because you say some of us we're looking for a man that we don't qualify for. So from a man standard, and I'm asking just because we're getting like different
Castle Club.
perspectives, what makes a woman not qualify? Is it only the body count? What other things make a woman not qualify?
There's a multitude of different things. So, are we on Castle Club yet? We're in. All right. So it's obviously beauty, age. Do you have other children? Right. Your money really doesn't matter at all. Like men. Okay. So women make money thinking that it's going to open doors for them. But making money actually closes doors for you as a female.
Correct.
But men make money and doors open for us. Because, like, we are okay with dating a girl that's younger than us, that makes less money than us. We're okay with that. I don't know why you're... Stop with these faces, man. Like, I'm not saying nothing revolutionary.
That's me. That's who I am. If you see...
And that's why you're single at 33, man.
Yeah,
Right?
man. I don't know why you make this stank face when I'm saying things that are irrefutable facts. That
I'm single because I
men date
choose
down
to
and
be
women
single.
and women
No,
date up.
man.
It's very simple
Yes, it
biology. Okay? So Men will date down socioeconomically, women date up socioeconomically. And men, typically, the more money they make and the more status they have, the more they want an attractive younger woman. So
that doesn't do nothing. That's pretty.
I'm not saying she has to do anything, but women that are younger tend to be more beautiful than women that are older.
Yeah, and they're willing to be with them because they have money.
I guess that's a part
But yeah,
of it.
that's true.
but
Women are more likely to be with an older person,
Yes.
like in general, because I chose older partners always my entire life.
So a reason why women don't qualify for the men they want sometimes is they're too fat, they have a high body count, they have kids, they're just not as attractive as they used to be. And depending on the guy, right, the more options he has, the more picky he's going to be. And that's just what it comes down to. I think, like, if a woman's in her 30s, like, her thinking that she's going to find a guy that's a multi-millionaire and super attractive and charming and no kids and in good shape and stuff, it's just not realistic, ladies. Like, it's just not realistic.
It's very low.
Like, the only 15% of the U.S. population makes 100K a year or more. That's men and women. And then the top 1% makes 500K per year.
And you're hoping that they're actually straight,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
weird, can
No
speak,
addictions.
Personality,
actually a
the
good person,
height,
not an
the
abuser.
smell.
Like,
You're hoping for a lot.
lot of women are delusional as to like where they actually stand in the pecking order. Like, like there's always like a chick that's way more attractive than you, that doesn't give as much lip, that's younger, that's not a pain in the ass. Like, there's a new girl turning 18 every day, and I think women aren't aware of the fact that, like, you guys have way more competition than you guys think you do. Matter of fact, they've shown this in studies. This is why women don't get along with each other as much, because women are way more fiercely competitive from an intersexual dynamic standpoint for mate selecting than men are. That's why men hold relationships way longer than women do, because there's way more sexual competition with women, because you guys kind of know deep down that you're competing with each other. It's just that I don't know if you guys know this, like, if it's subconscious or consciously, but like, yeah, you guys absolutely have way more competition than men do. Because as a man, it's easy to diversify yourself. Go to the gym, make 100K a year, don't be a fucking weirdo, etc. You're gonna, beat out a lot of guys. But as a woman, guess what? There's a better chick right down the street, especially like in a place like Miami or in a major city. There's pretty girls everywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean, you could do surgery, but you might die.
Damn, fresh. So dark.
Just saying.
So, like, and I don't think women get this. Like,
BBL death.
the traits that men look for, right? If I'm going to put this very simply, the traits that men look for are simple to find: beauty, youth, not being annoying, not talking too much, etc. A lot of girls have that shit. So this is why, like, with men, like, we're okay with like jumping around, and men are more likely to cheat, etc. Because our requirements are far less than yours. So I think the biggest thing is, like, women kind of got to understand where they stand. Like, if you're obese or you're over 30 or you have kids or whatever, sorry, that knocks you down off a few points, right? Like, you're over here saying you're 31, you get any man you want. Well, when you were 21, you had way more options than you have at 31. Yep. You know what I mean?
I still have the same amount of options.
No, you don't, bro. You're delusional.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. And not at all. Like, and that's here's the thing. And this is another thing too, right? So guys that are like got their shit together, you think niggas are gonna argue with you if they're not on a podcast like me? You think we're gonna sit here and like, oh yeah, you sure? Blah, blah. Like, I don't know. Okay, a big reason. One of the first things dudes do when they make money and get some status is they don't deal with women that talk back. That's like number one. That's like one of the first. That's one of the biggest things dudes do once they start getting money. They're like, bro, shut up. Like, I don't want to. Like, I'm not gonna. I don't make this money to sit here and go back and forth with you. You know what I mean? Only brokies argue with women, in my opinion. That's what I've realized. Niggas that got their shit together, we don't argue with y'all. There's no point. You know, you guys make nonsensical arguments. You can't even remember the things that you've said during the podcast. Like, I don't argue with women. It doesn't make sense.
Boys do that.
I'm sorry?
Boys do that.
Boys do what? Argue with women?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you. If I wasn't getting paid for it, I wouldn't be having this discussion with you. But that's what I'm trying to say, is that, like, guys don't want to sit there and deal with women that are stuck in their ways. Like, you're 31, you have your own worldviews at this point, which is fine. But guess what? A girl that's 21, 20 years old, 18 years old, 19 years old, etc., I can teach her how the world really works. But when a woman's 31 years old, huh?
Mold her?
Yes, mold her into
groom her?
Oh, I love this. Look at that
molding.
terminology she wants to use.
Oh.
Molding, just like...
You know what? Let's go ahead and play your game. Yes, I'll groom her to be a better woman.
Okay.
To not be a slut, to understand where her value lies, to teach her how the world really works.
Not do OnlyFans.
Not do OnlyFans, not be stupid, not sit there and argue with a man's authority, think that you're equal to a man, all this other shit, because it don't work. It doesn't work. Equality doesn't work. Okay, feminism is a lie. Okay, they told you guys that you can be empowered and all this other bullshit, but you guys still want a man that makes 58% more than you. Okay, regardless of how much money you make. I wrote a book on this shit. So This is why men don't like older women a lot of times, because y'all are stuck in your ways. You can't tell me nothing. I'm successful. I made myself. All right, man. Stay by yourself. Go get another girl. That's just what it is. Like, older women are stuck in their ways. You guys have your bad habits and they're formed in.
She's malfunctioning.
No, I'm bisexual, so yeah, you're like it makes sense to me. Like, yeah, I'll find a chick.
Nigga, you're doomed, bro.
Am I?
You're doomed, man.
You don't know my life. You don't know that. No.
Trust me, I know you.
Bro, you're doomed, man.
Oh.
You're doomed, man. I'll keep
We'll
it
see
1,000
about
with
that. We'll see about
There's
that.
many of you
You're
outside.
doomed, man.
Oh, we'll see about
You're
that.
doomed. Like you got two multimillionaires telling you you're fucking doomed, bro. Like I'm telling you, like niggas that make money like us don't
People
fuck
on
with
the
that
chat,
shit.
we know they're multimillionaires. How?
No, I'm talking about us. I'm telling you what guys like us like, what we look for in women. Dudes don't sit there like what we. Every successful guy I know, they don't sit there and go back and forth with women. They don't argue with them or like. Get the fuck out of here, like, bro. We don't argue with y'all.
You're lucky he's doing it with you right now, nigga.
Yeah,
I'd argue with you.
already been like checked out, and she'll tell you she might have dated a guy here or there because you're a successful business owner, so you probably dated guys that make money. You think they sit here and go back and forth with you and negotiate and It's like, bruh, they might do that on paper, like they might do it like for a little bit, but then they're like, all right, man, I'm just gonna fuck this girl, play the game, get my sex, and then go with another girl that doesn't give me headaches.
The term is called gentleman game. Being gentleman in real time, but really just playing games.
It's funny because like I try to tell girls like what guys look for, and then they look at me like, well, that's not all men.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like a really eye-opening experience to sit here and listen to what you guys are saying as men, and it's not for us to be getting all flustered or for like these demons within us to be getting all irritated. Like, it's a simple conversation. Like, you guys are the men, we are the women, and I'm taking this all in because I really feel like the only reason I don't have a good man right now is because of my kids. I don't have a high body count. Yeah,
that's gonna hold you back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna hold me back, and I've accepted that. So, I mean, I don't have a high body count. Yes, I've slept with men, but I'm not gonna say my body count is just crazy. So for me, this is very eye-opening, and I appreciate the dialect. But just watching, I'm sorry, your demons have just been flustered this whole time, and I mean, you can't see outside of yourself. But I'm not trying to offend you. I say this in the most respectful way.
I'm smiling at you. I'm taking what you're saying.
Yeah, for me, I'm just like, I'm taking all this information in and taking notes.
Strangers.
Well, this is why
And
men
you
aren't
don't
honest, because
know
like, so the
me.
response she's giving right now is how a lot of girls respond when we say shit like this.
Yeah.
And this is why men are not honest with women, because if we tell you guys what we really want, we get called insecure. If we tell you guys what we really need, we get called, oh, you guys are little boys, or you're a bitch, or blah, 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 some other shit like that. So like, men are rarely honest with women about anything, because if we tell y'all the truth, we might not get laid.
Yep.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not until a man makes money that he can say, all right, look, this is what it is. Take it or fucking leave it. And then that's when women finally respect. It's like, okay, well, this guy has options, so you know what? And it's funny, ironically enough, when you are honest like that and you give her the take it or leave it option, she fucking takes it and she accepts it. But a lot of guys don't have the value to be able to tell a girl straight to her face, like, look, man, this is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth and argue with you. And then the girl either says, okay, you know what, damn, a guy's never told me that before, I'm turned on, okay. Or she leaves. But then if she leaves, is she going to find another guy? Yeah, girls typically like guys that can stand up to them.
Yeah.
So, anyway, where are we at? We back on, we can go back.